Episode 3, Replacements. I think we already know what they're referring to there with that title. Aww, poor Gonk Droid. This kid's using him as a backrest. Also, don't break that. These guys probably need that. Think about how valuable a droid is on their ship. That's like destroying their property. Are these things just Star Wars' version of military rations? I always thought it was weird when Luke had these on Dagobah, and to me they always looked like some pretzel rods and like Rice Krispie treats. Doesn't look very tasty. We're only 3 episodes in and Wrecker is still grating as hell. Why is he just like a mindless animal? What even is that? A stick of bamboo? A roll of lifesavers? That seems risky. Flying in hyperspace while stuff is glitching? What if life support or artificial gravity glitch out? Or the hyperspace engine and they're flung out of hyperspace and turned to atoms? I reiterate my point once again about Tech from the previous episodes. Also, does he have like a magical bottomless bag filled with everything he needs to make stuff? Oh hey, just like I said. Also, it's pretty darn lucky to come out of hyperspace right here and not inside of a star or something. Ah yes, the first of probably many crash landings. If the Clone Wars is anything to go by, crash landings happened practically every episode, or nearly every other episode in that show, so it's probably going to be a regular occurrence in this show too. Seems pretty poorly designed for a crash landing seat. It should stabilize the head. Your head definitely shouldn't be able to move side to side or you smack it into something. Coincidentally, that's also my question when these short episodes end. Wow, look at that. I'm getting LV-426 vibes. Hey, I got an idea. Go explore the planet and see if you can find a miracle child who's strong with the Force and is about to compete in a race for some cash to buy your parts with. I thought this was Agent Callus at first. It kind of sounded like him and looks a little like his Rebels 3D model. Wait, so are chain codes like injected now or implanted? Last episode they were just basically put on a flash drive that was an ID that you show. Project War Mantle, huh? Wonder what that is. When you think about it, it is kind of weird that the Empire didn't continue the clone program, considering how insanely effective they were during the Clone Wars. I don't think loyalty is the issue here, it's competency. Go compare how amazing the clones are in Revenge of the Sith with Stormtroopers in Return of the Jedi or Mandalorian. There's a huge difference. Doesn't that haircut go against Imperial dress code? I doubt they allow that. Oh, interesting. So, clones train these elite squads. Is that why later on Stormtroopers suck? Because there's no clones left to train them? They've all died out? Surely they can be trained by anyone, right? Very LV-426-y. How did you glean that information so fast? You saw it for like a second or less. How convenient that this creature on this random planet they crash landed on just so happens to like to steal vital parts needed to take off with. An Ordo Moondragon. Is that a thing that's pre-established in Disney canon or the old EU? Because I don't know. It eats electricity? Why does Hunter keep acquiescing to this kid? He says no, and then the kid whines and moans basically until Hunter says, okay, fine. Stop bringing this child into dangerous situations. So what if she's part of the squad now? Have her do something suitable for a kid inside the ship. A live-action series about the lives of normal stormtroopers could be fascinating, if done right. The closest I've seen is the fan film series called Imps the Relentless on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. You can say that again. Lots of shots of angry-looking Kaminoans this episode. Is there a Camino revolt coming? See, this could be so interesting as a concept in a live-action show. The rift that formed between clones and stormtroopers and how one saw the other as lesser. I hope we get more of this stuff in this show at the very least. Bro, come on, Hunter. You started that thing for like 5 seconds. We've seen you have a fast reaction time and a quick trigger finger. No reason this thing should have been able to jump on you and knock your mask off. Should have shot it right between the eyes instantly. This was clearly just done so Omega can upstage him and get the job done that he couldn't, of course. Also, did you notice that everything is so dark in this episode? Especially in this scene on this planet? I can't see squat. Hunter's got the coof. He better get vaxxed quick. Whoa, a flamethrower seems a little overkill for taking out a rebel insurgency, don't you think? Also kinda ineffective. Your blasters have much better range and accuracy. Maybe they're destroying the camp too with fire? Jeez, no hesitation whatsoever. He's just a cold-blooded killer now. This is one of the darkest sequences I've ever seen in anything Star Wars ever. Clone Wars had some really dark moments, and so did Revenge of the Sith, but this is up there too. He even shot his own dude. Dang, Crosshair. Absolutely brutal. These are civilians, families, clutching each other, and they just mow them down. That's in like the top 5 most not kid-friendly scenes in this, or Clone Wars, or Rebels, or the films. Wowzers. That seems incredibly dangerous. A kid crawling into the den of a potentially deadly carnivorous creature. What could go wrong? Maybe Rey will be in there to heal her when she gets hurt. This better not be your entire character. Just luck personified. She really is shaping up to just be another Rey. Just what we need. Shoot, Omega, we saw you do it last episode. Come on. What? So it attacked Hunter, but just magically didn't attack her? Upstaged by a child. Unfortunately, probably the first of many times this will happen. I bet by the end of the season, the Empire will wipe out Kamino and raze the planet to the ground, or ocean. Interesting. So Django's DNA has basically been exhausted and it can't be replicated anymore for more clones. I don't know how that works exactly, but they're going to use a different clone now for his DNA? Can you clone a clone to make more clones? Wouldn't that degrade faster? I assume Crosshair is the only one they want to do it to. Well, that's rude. They just completely took over the Bad Batch's old room. Isn't that the rear gunner seat that they just converted into a room for Omega? Don't they need that? Let me guess, she's going to miraculously become a crack shot and will be their rear gunner now. That's really all the commentary I have for this episode. This was probably the best written episode, which is why I had less things to nitpick and point out that things that didn't make any sense. And it's not even written by Filoni. I wonder what that says about him as a writer. Maybe he should stick to directing and showrunning. The writer for this episode is actually wrote several episodes of Rebels, as well as he wrote Jedi Fallen Order and other TV work like the show 24. So bravo, dude, for making probably the most well-written, consistent episode of the show so far. Had the least amount of plot holes. Hopefully from here on out it maintains this quality. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about episode 3. This one's coming a little late. Unlike other people, I'm not getting these reviews out the night of or the day of because I want to be a little more thorough and I write out all my notes. Some people just crap out a video like immediately. So what did you guys think of episode 3? Is it your favorite one so far? Your least favorite? Right in the middle? What do you think is going to happen next? I think we may have like 11 episodes left or something. There might be 14 this season. Something like that. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.